Hi everyone, my name is Lonnie, and I'm just here to share my health journey. I think that a lot of the things that I have gone through over the last 15, maybe even 20 years is quite similar to what a lot of other women of color have gone through. And I've found different natural remedies that have really helped me. And I feel really impressed to share this with a lot of you guys just because I see, especially on social media, a lot of women complaining about similar things. And I've shared these remedies with family and friends, and it has really worked for them. So, after seeing the impact that it's had around my inner circle, I have feel impressed to share it with other people around the world, other women around the world who look just like me, and then using my platform to kind of share it so that women can find that healing that they need to be able to love their bodies, to cleanse their bodies, and really get into that space of, being great, not having these issues bug you down, have you feeling like, you know, you're not worth it, you're not good enough, those type of things, because these health issues can really have a mental toll on us. So I'll take back and we'll talk about some of my whole personal things. So I started birth control when I was just about 18, 19 years old. And I started taking the Yasmin pill. I think they have a short version name of it called Yaz or whatever, right? So after taking this pill for about maybe like a year, 2 years, I realized like my eyesight was starting to get blurry. I think before I started to take the pill, I had like 20/20 vision. And then by year one, year and a half, 2 years in, like my vision just started to deteriorate. So I was like, okay, whenever anything happens to me, I'm like, okay, what am I doing differently? So what I was doing differently is that I was on this birth control pill, right? So it's like, okay, this isn't really working for me. I think this is like having a side effect on my body. And I did do some research, and they did say it can cause effects on your vision, among other things. So I stopped taking that. Your girl went and put in the IUD. I think I was maybe around maybe 20 or whatever. I put in the IUD, and IUD was for 5 years. And I had the IUD in. It was okay, it was fine, whatever. It worked, and I never had an issue where it fall out, or I had an unexpected pregnancy, or any of those type of things. Like, it was cool. Other than when you put it in, I found that my discharge, vaginal discharge, was a bit different. Um, Other than that, that was the only kind of like effect that I had during having the IUD in. However, fast forward, taking the IUD out, I started to like have very, so with me, my cycle has always been kind of very regular. After taking the IUD out, I could feel ovulation. Like every time I ovulated, it was painful. I would have a shooting pain down my leg. Um, it was like very heavy and cramping down there. Even it would feel like you're constipated, but you're not constipated type of way. So it was it was not good. So I went to my gynecologist, and he was like, "You have ovarian cysts," and he's like, "This is usually a side effect from having IUDs in, and etc. etc." So I was like, "Oh my God, here we go again." One, my vision is already off. I'm now a short-sighted individual where I have to wear glasses and this type of stuff to do certain things. And now here I am. I have ovarian cysts. So I'm like, I'm a young person. How is this gonna impact me? I want to have children, all of this different stuff. And he's like, it's not really a big thing. It doesn't really have an impact on you that it would kind of make you infertile or whatever. But I'm like, listen, who wants to have cysts in their ovaries? This is really not cool, or whatever the case may be. So To go to IUD, your girl has not used any type of birth control since taking out the IUD. Okay? So I was in a relationship, in a committed relationship with my now husband when I took out the IUD. So it was just like the pull out method. Like, listen, we went for years on that. So trust and believe that it means he pull out game is very strong. That might be TMI, but yeah. But anyways, that's why I would know. That's why I went a few years and stuff. And I'm like, listen, I want to have kids. I don't know about this whole cis thing and what's not, and I really need to, fix this problem because it's not natural. Like this shouldn't be happening. If something is going on wrong in your body, it means that you're out of balance, and I needed to find a way to fix this thing, right? So I've already had the ovarian cyst. I've had it for years and years and years, right? So I actually in 2020, no, actually in 2019, I got pregnant, right, in late 2019. Those times I was like kind of drinking a few herbs here and there, really like walking out and stuff, trying to take care of my body, eating natural. When I say eating natural and eating good, I one thing I haven't mentioned, I have not eaten chicken and those type of stuff for like almost maybe 10 years or so now. But I do eat fish, and that's fish is the only type of flesh that I eat. But when I talk about eating natural, I'm talking about actually eating clean, like raw fruits, raw vegetables, juicing, that type of stuff. Like no processed foods, that type of thing. It really takes dedication. It takes time. It takes being. I was listening to a video the other day, and then this girl was doing a Q&A from this girl from Trinidad. Shout out to Callis Geneve. I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right. Callis. I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I'm fucking up your name. I'm sorry, but she had a Q. She was doing a Q&A, and somebody had actually asked her, like, how do you stay committed to going to the gym? She was like, just like you get up in the morning and you brush your teeth, just like how you get up and you put on clean drawers every day, and just like you get up and you wash your skin, it's the same thing about going to the gym, right? So I would say the same thing about your health, right? And about using things that are gonna really rejuvenate your body, put it on a reset, cleanse it, cleanse your blood, cleanse your skin, cleanse everything. Because when you see like issues, like when you start to get breakouts on your skin, you feeling tired, are you feeling all of these different things, is usually something internally going on, right? So to get like topical creams and be rubbing on your skin and doing all of these different stuff, it you can't fix it from the outside. If you got a strange body odor, you can't spray perfume on you and think they can fix the problem. No, it coming from the inside, right? It's just gonna mask it. It's not gonna. It's gonna be it's gonna mask it. It's not gonna be a situation where it's gonna actually fix and eliminate the problem. So you have to go internally, okay? So yes, so I got pregnant at the end of 2019, had a miscarriage early January 2020, unfortunately. Um, I think it was very early, maybe like 5 weeks, but I think it was a situation of that I did have a fertilized egg, but the process never went through. It just didn't implant properly, probably just didn't do all of that stuff because my body just wasn't in a state to hold on to new life, right? So, in kind of like realizing that in really meditating and going internally. Because listen, I do the whole meditation thing. I have read Sacred Woman, um, by Afua, Queen Afua. I've done all of that stuff. And a lot of that is the reason why I now have my now almost 4 year old son, is because I really did the work to kind of cleanse. I did vaginal steaming, which is a big, big thing of why I was able to conceive after this miscarriage. Because after I miscarried in January, I went through the process of just kind of like cleansing my body. I did the vaginal steaming for I think it was once a month for like 3 4 months, and then like clockwork I got pregnant at the end of April, May, and now I have my son. I was told, oh, I haven't mentioned this, but I did have a pregnancy. I was pregnant as a somewhat teenager at 17. I was pregnant with twins. Lost them at, I think it was like 21 weeks. Delivered them. They were born. But the whole situation is that they say that I had an incompetent cervix. That's what they said. And that I just started to dilate. And being that I lived in an island that didn't have a NICU, that can't take care of premature babies and stuff like that, and they didn't fly me out in time, that's a whole other story time. But anyways, so now when I was pregnant with my now son, um, the doctor back in my homeland, she was like, I need to now go pay $3,000 US dollars to put a clip in my cervix. I was like, listen, no. This is the same woman, right, that would have told me when I was around, I would say I was around maybe 7 8 weeks, that I was gonna miscarry, because I think I wasn't feeling too good. I had a little bit of spotting and I wasn't feeling too good. And she was like, she literally sent me home for the weekend and was like, you gonna miscarry. And from then I was like not trusting of her. My husband was like, listen, he was if she was a man, he would have ripped her up. Rip he up. But it was like, listen, I don't like that woman. My spirit don't take her and stuff like that. So we were like, and then when she came later on and was like, you have to do the same. She was like messaging me, doing all kind of different stuff, like trying to force me to do this thing. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not doing that. I don't think that I have an incompetent cervix. I think that I can be fine. And it's just like, you as a woman, you just know, okay? Don't let nobody scare you into doing things because they feel like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe a health history or whatever the case may be, and then they want you to jump up and do stuff. You really gotta meditate and listen to your inner voice and know that what is best for you and what's not best for you based on what outside forces telling you. Okay, you have to always go within. And I was so reassured and calm. I was like, I good or whatever. I don't need no clip in, because to me it's just gonna make it more, my pregnancy, risky. I don't feel like I have a risky pregnancy at the moment, but putting in this IUD definitely gonna make my pregnancy a risky one. So I was like, nah, we ain't doing that. So didn't do it because it was like, oh, I would have to have a C-section. I was like, I'm not having a C-section. Nobody on this planet Earth is gonna make me have a C-section. Listen, I would have to be in duress. My baby would have to be on a diagonal strip trying to come out for something before I would even agree to a C-section. Like, listen, no. You ain't gonna tell me when I feeling okay and I know everything fine, child head down, all of these stuff that I gotta do in C-section. Them catch me the last time and them induce me. But anyways, a different story. So we talking about healing our body so we could get pregnant, so we could get rid of these like hormonal and feminine issues that we have. So anyway, I really want to talk about my new business is called LolaFem Wellness and Care, and I am essentially selling different types of herbs that will help to kind of cleanse your body, to help you get in a state where you are balancing your hormones, you're cleansing your blood of any toxins, you're really just kind of getting your body together to produce life, one, to have a better life for yourself, two, like get rid of things like fibroids, ovarian cysts, and just really like cleanse your blood. Trust and believe this product is amazing. So what I'm holding right now, which is one of the first products that I'm gonna release, because I have different types of herbal blends, but I just wanted to start out really with this one because this one is the proven holy grail. Trust me when I say it. This is a dandelion and burdock root blend, and I've shared this with my friends and family, but I have this one particular friend, and maybe at some point we'll do a live, or we'll do some type of, I'll have her do a testimonial if she's up to it, and have her share her journey with this, because she had really bad, painful, heavy periods. But she's older. She has already had 2 children, 2 older kids, and she is now 39. So she started to take this, having really bad periods, heavy, like the way this girl used to be thrown down every month during her cycle. I was like, listen, I used to be like that when I was a teenager. Like, this still going on? Like, what the hell? Like, they usually say after you have children that you stop getting painful periods and stuff like that. But I was like, big girl, you need to. So I was like, I put her on. I was like, you need to try this. After the first month, I'm telling you, that girl period come on, she didn't even know. I'm telling you, Miss Red pop up, and my girl didn't even know Miss Red pop up. Before she started taking this, Miss Red used to give a whole 5 to 7 day notice that she coming. Okay? And then when she come in with the Niagara Falls flow. Okay? But after taking this, the first month, her first period after drinking these herbs, listen, she would have to tell you her story herself, right? But I'm just giving you an example of the what this herbal blend can do for you, right? So I don't want to make this video too long, right? But I just wanted to show you guys and kind of let you guys know that this is something that I'll be putting out. I'm gonna have an online store where you're gonna be able to go on and purchase this. So you're gonna be able to purchase it whether you're in the Caribbean, US, the UK. I'm trying to extend to other places as well, maybe Europe, Africa, so forth. But you know, logistics, I haven't worked those out yet, but we're definitely gonna start with, you know, the areas that I'm more accustomed to, US, UK, and the Caribbean, my home. So definitely follow LolaFem on social media. On Instagram, we are at LolaFem Wellness. On TikTok, we're the same handle at LolaFem Wellness as well. We're the same on Facebook. So follow us to keep updated. I'm hoping to have this all launched, the shop up and running by the 1st of February. Right now, I'm just kind of going through, you know, regular promo, getting the information out there. I'm also going to try and put on pre-order, so a lot of you can pre-order before the 1st of February. If I need to change that date, I will let you guys know. I will keep you updated. But yeah, definitely follow us. I'm hoping to do a live where I can do a Q&A, where a lot of you can come on and really ask questions. I can really find out about what your issues are. And at some point, we can even have like personal one-on-one consultations where you say what you are experiencing as an individual, whatever hormonal issues, infertility issues, and then see what herbs I can recommend based on what I've used in the research that I've put in. And there's a disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a certified herbalist, but I have done a lot of research. And like I said, I have experienced these things myself, and I'm not sending you to a pharmaceutical company to take um, drugs that are have like side effects and stuff like that. The only thing with these, do not take it while you're breastfeeding or pregnant, because herbs detoxify your body, right? So you don't want, when your body is detoxing itself, that your baby is drinking breast milk that has what your body is trying to eliminate, right? And then when you're pregnant, you don't want it to cause like maybe contractions and that different type of thing. So there's not enough research to show that it's safe to be taken during breastfeeding and pregnancy. So that's the only thing. Other than that, there are side effects to taking these things, but they're not side effects where you're gonna be sick or anything. It's more of side effects where you're gonna have excessive sweating and you may have an odor, and that's just your body eliminating, because your skin is the biggest organ in your body, right? So if you're drinking these herbs, essentially whatever the body is trying to detox is gonna try to come out somewhere. So you're gonna sweat a bit more. Your sweat may have a different odor, but that's just your body eliminating it. Your periods, your first period after taking these herbs for at least maybe 2 to 3 weeks, it's gonna probably be black or very dark red. Some people may even get a few extra clots. It depends on the type of periods. If you used to get heavy periods before, you may get some clotting, but as I said, this is just your body's elimination process, so you should not be alarmed about this. And by your second period after taking these herbs, it should start to get very light pink, and your flow should be very lighter, right? Any other effect really? Yeah, there's an excessive sweating. Oh, and your poo is gonna be more mucousy, but which is good, because if you're a person who used to have like very hard tutu, I was just like very hard. I don't want to say the S word, but very hard poo. Um, you it helps because the mucus helps it to come out more easily. But the extra, you're gonna realize that when you wipe, you're gonna be like, okay, this is like mucus, you got like extraness going on, but that's the elimination process of your body. Means that the herbs working. Okay, I shouldn't even call them side effects, but on the label I have what to expect. They're not even called side effects, but this is just the detoxification process of your body. So I'm gonna do a few more videos, because I do have other, like I said, I do have other products that I'm gonna be bringing out, especially for my skin. Listen, if any of you used to follow me like in 2020, 2021, listen, my face was a mess. Listen, I could not leave. Even if I gotta go out in the shop for 10 minutes, I had to put on makeup, because I was like, listen, if I go out in public like this, everyone will be staring at me, because my skin was horrible. Okay? So I'll show you guys. I'll probably do a video at some point, maybe a reel or something, to show you like before and afters, show you the products that I've used to really clear up my skin. The whole stop the cystic acne, because I fixed the cystic, the ovarian cyst. I stopped getting cystic acne, because I was like trying to fix the problems with the spots, and I was like, listen, the way my skin set up, whether my parents, my husband, they would say, oh, I always in my skin popping bumps and whatever, and this is the reason why I have to mask. I'm like, listen, my skin is so funny. If I get any eruption on it, whether I squeeze it or not, and I let it heal on its own, it's gonna turn into a black spot, because that's the type of skin that I have, right? So no matter what I do, listen, I use the most bleaching cream. Not really bleaching cream, but I've used creams that really like lighten your skin, and I didn't like it because as much as I just tried, the spots was so everywhere. It was just turning my like bleaching my entire face, and it was looking weird. And I was like, listen, I love being brown skin. Yeah, so I'm not a darker shade, but I love my melanin, and I ain't trying to get rid of it. I just trying to fix the issue. So yeah. So I'm gonna show a video, but you have to fix yourself internally so that then you could deal with it. So once I was able to stop the cystic acne, then my skin was able to be like, okay, I can breathe now. I could actually repair these old scars without new scars coming out and taking over. So I'm gonna show you guys. I still have a few scars left back that still are fading in. Those would have been more recent, maybe from like 6 to 12 months ago, because it takes a while. It's a process. It ain't gonna happen overnight, but you have to put in the work to do what you need to do to get your body into that state of wellness. So I'm hoping that with LolaFem we can definitely do that for you. And yeah, so it's definitely more to come. So I will see you guys in the next video.